Hey, este vídeo está sacado de uno de mis streams de Twitch. Así es, tengo un canal de Twitch, así que si quieres disfrutar de más contenido como este en directo, no dudes en ir a seguirme. Hago directos siempre que puedo y siempre intento que el chat se lo pase bien. Dicho esto, te dejo el link en la descripción junto con mi Instagram y mi servidor oficial de Discord. Disfruta del vídeo. La historia de Pepe. ¡Pepo! ¡Yo quiero verlo! The Story of Pepe, The True Face of Twitch. Vamos a ver, esto puede ser muy interesante. Espera, ¿habrá subtítulos en español? No, pero os lo voy a poner en inglés para que podáis leerlo al menos. Vamos a ver. De Pepe.
He was the every frog, the amphibian that felt all the things we felt.
We coggers. There, whoa, and the other one's going.
Pepe the Frog became one of the most popular memes in the world. And perhaps nowhere did he become as indispensable as on Twitch. As he grew in popularity, so too did his variations and the breadth of emotions he could help communicate.
We use like an image to capture our feelings. That's literally like, because we don't understand. We can use the Pepe.
But while Twitch was keeping it hypers to the rest of the world, Pepe was getting pretty monka-esque.
All key tenets making up the emerging racist ideology known as the alt-right.
This Pepe the Frog thing. One of the things that I tweeted was some guy that called me, "You just admitted you're a Nazi." I posted a meme that someone had created of me as Pepe the Frog.
We have a talk and they're like, you cannot tweet or associate. You have any emotes you have with Pepe the Frog, anything you cannot associate with Pepe. You have to delete all, if you have emotes on your Twitch channel, you have to delete all your tweets about Pepe. And so I did that.
What?
This is the story of the meme that went from emotional touchstone to alleged hate symbol and then was revived again.
And now it's back and it didn't die, and now people are using it appropriately.
I mean, that's just what I imagine when I imagine like the default Twitch viewer. If you close your eyes and imagine a Twitch viewer.
¿Por qué Pepo se ha convertido? ¿Después de este vídeo hacemos una tier list? Ok. De Pepo. Quiero hacer una tier list de Pepo. No, espera, Pepo. Es que quiero saber vuestra opinión, chicos. ¿Cómo llamen vosotros a la rana? ¿Pepe o Pepo? La rana cute es Pepo y la rana no cute es Pepe.
Pepe comes to mind.
I want to see some Pepe pains in the chat. I want to see some Pepe pains in the chat.
Remember Pepe the Frog? This is him now.
Feels good, man.
Feels good, man. Vamos a ver la historia de esta maravillosa rana.
In 2005, during the golden age of webcomics, Matt Fury released Boys Club #1. And among its group of listless post-college
pensé que era Among Us. Among It's.
Featured a chill frog named Pepe.
Pepe is like, he's a really personal character to me as I created him. He's one of 4 characters in a comic book called Boys Club. And, he's just like a stoned frog dude that likes to hang out, eat snacks, and like fart with his buddies.
And between fat bong rips and crushing sodas, he'd like to pee with his pants all the way down? Why, you might ask? Feels good, man. While Fury's creation did...
De ahí salió.
Why, you might ask? Feels...
De aquí salió el Feels Good, man.
Good, man. While Fury's creation did find attention in the young internet landscape, in 2008, the meme started to pick up some real steam on popular internet message boards.
Pepe desnudo, guarros, no sé. A lo mejor el de Boys Club no es para niños y me he equivocado yo. A lo mejor no es para niños,
Joke of sorts, a stand-in for the user's own feelings. And while Feels Good Man had been the frog's most iconic line in Boys Club, it was a remix of that, Feels Bad Man, sometimes called Sad Frog, that became the predominant version on 4chan. A growing mix of social media networks, image sites, and gaming communities started to embrace Pepe as online games and streaming continued to explode in popularity. Then, in 2014, Pepe escaped into the cultural mainstream. Posts by celebrities like Katy Perry and Nicki Minaj exposed even more people to Pepe, whether he felt good, bad, or whatever this was. Gaming, and particularly streaming,
tier list de Pepe. Esta la hacemos luego.
Pepes were essentially a way to react to things. And in the streaming world, that's a big part of what viewers did. They reacted to whatever was on screen.
I'm the global champ. I'm the global champ.
For as long as we've had media, there's been fandom, cheering and clapping.
¿Estás matando al dragón con las camas y no has destruido los cristales? XQC, ¿qué haces?
For as long as we've had media, there's been fandom, cheering and clapping at the end of films, songs like Take Me Out to the Ball Game, react emojis on your iPhone. And for Twitch, Pepe filled that void. On a platform filled with highs and lows, crying, screaming, maulding, sweating, and everything in between, one frog's face became a vessel for participation, and we all fell in love with him. The advent
Peepo.
of the Better Twitch TV and Franker Faces add-ons in the 2010s allowed users
Better
to add
TV, Franker Face. Bajaos estas extensiones si estáis en ordenador, de verdad.
their
Bajaos.
own emotes. And Pepe emotes became incredibly popular due to their emotional range. The Pepe Hands Better Twitch TV emote and Monka S Franker Faces
Monka S.
emote were popularized
Monkas.
by Forson's community.
Monka eso. Es que mira el chat lleno de pepes. El chat lleno de pepes.
Hypers came up through Greek God X's community before generally becoming a kind of Pepe PogChamp, a way to let Pepe express your excitement.
Wee, coggers. There we go. There we go.
Ya, es que está girando, tío.
And Monka S in particular, clearly an expression of anxiety or nervousness, was a perfect fit
Todo
on
lleno de
Twitch,
Monka S, todo
where
lleno
the
de Monka
audience
S, tío.
often watched with
Es como ir a cuchillo a un jefe que se necesita un arma de fuego,
bated
exacto.
breath as their favorite streamer strolled into the unknown. On Twitch, Pepe basically stayed in that pre-2014 state, but it wasn't like that everywhere. In 2018, the Overwatch League explicitly told players not to post about the cartoon frog on social media. They also timed out users for using Pepe-related emotes from their Overwatch, StarCraft,
¿Por qué banearías a la gente de poner Feels Good Man, Feels Bad Man y Monka S? Son emotes.
Heroes of the Storm channels, including those from content creators that played their games. The ban came to light after a tweet by then Overwatch League player Jay Sinatra Wong. Esports community member Rod Slasher Breslau then revealed
Blizzard
that
has
Blizzard had
removed
previously
Pepe signs in the old crowd and has requested of other old players to remove Pepe-related memes and images from their social media accounts. Personally, when the temperature is concerned, it's a big deal. ¿Por qué, tío? ¿Por
banned
qué?
fan signs with Pepe and asked players to remove tweets about the frog. And according to former Overwatch League player Ted Silkthread Wang, he had been told as early as March of 2018 that any association with Pepe would not be tolerated by the league.
My Twitter game was weak, still is weak, but it was weaker back then, and I needed content to tweet, so I was thinking of something to tweet for really long. And I eventually was like, oh, I'll tweet. Does anyone else love Pepe the Frog? Question mark. That's the entirety of my tweet, okay? 2 hours after I tweet that, my social media manager on Valiant tells me to delete it instantly. And then I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but I did it. And then, oh my God. And then like later, like the next day or something, we have a talk and they're like, you cannot tweet or associate any emotes you have with Pepe the Frog, anything you cannot associate with Pepe. You have to delete all, if you have emotes on your Twitch channel, you have to delete all your tweets about Pepe. And so I did that.
To understand why, we have to go back
¿Se
to
puede poner un punto y
2015.
un espacio? ¿Para qué?
Pepe had largely gone mainstream and was used by people that 4chan labeled normies, the kind of people applauding as Katy Perry and Nicki Minaj posted Pepe's. There had been some association with darker communities like the 4chan R9K board and their celebration of incel-inspired violence, but Pepe was still largely seen as a wholesome reaction meme by the general public. But there were some people on 4chan and elsewhere
Esto, chicos, todo esto está bien, es precioso, pero esto de aquí es una basura. Bonito. Esto no sé lo que es. Bonito. Esto es una basura. Bonito. Basura. Bonito, bonito. Este es piloto de avión. Podemos decir que bonito. Bonito. Basura. Bonito, bonito, bonito. Basura. Bonito, basura. ¡Esta cara es cara de pervertido!
Wanted that to end, and the only way to get the public
Sí
to
que se
turn
puede o
their
no,
back
está
on
visible. ¿Eh? Tengo niños en el sótano. Sí, se puede.
Pepe was to turn Pepe into something the public couldn't accept. A now suspended Twitter user told the Daily Beast that associating Pepe with white nationalist ideology had been an intentional goal. And though later accounts would say that the website had been trolled, the article was picked up by Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign as part of their claim that Pepe had become affiliated with white supremacy. That happened because Pepe had also started to become affiliated with Donald J. Trump's presidential campaign after he tweeted a picture of the frog in October 2015.
Empezaron a hacer memes con la cara de Pepe. Concretamente la cara que os digo yo, que tiene cara de pervertido, pero bueno, eso da igual. Le empezaron a poner la cara de Pepe con la peluca de Trump y el cuerpo y todo, y empezaron a publicar imágenes de estas, me acuerdo.
Sporting his signature hairstyle. And while some supporters began to embrace the Pepe meme as part of a pro-Trump outlook, others went darker, adding trappings of Nazism or anti-Semitism to images of Pepe. Whether the users quoted in the Daily Beast article or Twitter users adding frog emojis to their handles were really just trying to troll the media or not, by the time of Donald Trump's inauguration, there were real self-avowed white supremacists like Richard B. Spencer who wore Pepe with pride.
It's Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
It all culminated in the
¿Por qué se ponen así por una rana? ¿Por qué se ponen así por una rana, tío?
depicting Pepe, including InfoWars and Nazi website The Daily Stormer. And an emoticon on Steam that featured Pepe was caught up in that campaign. While the mild-mannered Fury was doing his best to put the genie back in the bottle, the greater internet was debating what to do with Pepe. Facebook came up with an official policy on Pepe. He wasn't unilaterally banned, but if used in hateful contexts, it would be addressed. For most, Pepe was still just a funny frog meme. But that takes us back to the Overwatch.
Es una rana
The
graciosa
ADL's
para hacer emotes.
decision led to
¿Por qué la baneas?
their choice.
No es un resumen, básicamente está contando la historia. A partir de cierto punto, Blizzard, la compañía de Overwatch creo que es, baneó completamente a Pepe, a la rana Pepe. Emotes, tweets, todo tipo de cosas que tuvieran que ver con Pepe, baneadas. No entiendo por qué.
Ban Pepe. Overwatch League is an esport, and for many viewers, Twitch is synonymous with that experience. So there was significant backlash against the move, even among the league's staff, although they couldn't say so publicly at the time. But Twitch is clearly bigger than just Blizzard esports, and so Pepe continued to exist.
Pepe.
New streamers came up, and with them came more Pepes.
Chicos,
In many
quiero ver
ways, it's been the world
emotes
of
de Pepe en el chat.
Twitch and gaming that
Queda
have
poco
brought
de stream,
everyone's
quiero ver
favorite
emotes de Pepe en el
frog
chat.
back from its stint on the razor's edge of cultural uncertainty. Over the course of the last few years, Pepe
Pepe
has
dance,
mostly
tío.
returned to the fun, emotional frog that we fell in love with from the beginning. Emotes like Poggers, Feels Weird
Poggers.
Man, Wide People
Espera, ¿cómo se llama ese? ¿Feels
with
qué?
from the beginning. Emotes like Poggers, Feels Weird Man, Wide Peepo Sad, and Sag continue to help Twitch users express their
Todo esto, tío, todos estos emotes.
feelings about whatever happened on the streaming platform. And in many cases, these memes became larger than life.
I want to see some Pepe pains in the chat. I want to see some Pepe pains in the chat.
Over the course of the last 365, XQC is by far the most watched streamer on Twitch. And Pepe might as well be his own personal mascot.
Oh shit, dude.
Poggers in the chat.
Oh no.
Give me a kick W.
I can't. Stop it.
By late 2018, it was pretty common to see even some of the biggest streamers on Twitch, not just edgy boys like Forsen, doing some Pepe posting.
Dios, qué turbio, no me gusta.
Why am I like this?
Está haciendo cosplay del monka ese que se...
Maybe Twitch would have ended up as Pepe's retirement home, a community of dank gamers swapping jokes, iterating on the frog meme, and just having a good time.
What are we gonna
But he made a big move to the unlikeliest of places, Hong Kong. The 2019-2020 protests in Hong Kong initially centered around a proposed extradition law. But as the campaign took to the streets to protest perceived judicial overreach by China, Pepe the Frog was weirdly at the vanguard. And the message had nothing to do with its alleged association to the alt-right. We may never know the precise moment that Pepe appeared in Hong Kong or the exact reasons. But as the International Center on Nonviolent Conflict pointed out, Pepe is easy to draw, which helps with putting up graffiti. But also, his most popular...
No es Peepo, es Pepo. Es que en inglés Pepo lo escriben con dos es. Es que o es Pepe o es Pepo con dos es. Por eso dos es se pronuncia como una I, Peepo. Pero nosotros aquí lo decimos Pepo, pero allí en inglés es Peepo. Claro. Yo quiero aprender a dibujar a Pepo. O a Pepe, como queréis llamarlo. Yo quiero aprender a dibujarle. De hecho, voy a hacer ahora un dibujo. Cuando cierre stream voy a hacer un dibujo de esto mismo. Del Feels Batman. Voy a hacerlo. Y os lo voy a subir a Twitter. A ver qué os parece. Y a Discord.
Amphibian that isn't afraid to make his feelings known.
¿XD? ¿Por qué tienen pan vivo en la boca, tío? Pues qué raras las máscaras, ¿no? Qué raras las máscaras. ¿Cuánto queda?
Even so,
3 minutos.
questions remain about Pepe's future. In 2018, Fury wrote another comic, one that brought the frog back from the dead. Has Pepe truly remained safe for all to use? There are some who continue to ban him from their channels or platforms, and obviously, that's their choice. But on Twitch in 2021, the frog has mostly kept the original spirit intact. And perhaps no example hits home harder than the Peepo animations made by HeyW.
Es que este vídeo es brutal. Los dos vídeos que hay de estos son brutales. Tenéis que verlos.
I mean, that's just what I imagine when I imagine like the default Twitch viewer. I just because the emotes get used so much, it seems like if you close your eyes and imagine a Twitch viewer, it just, to me, a Peepo or Pepe comes to mind. I guess depending which age demographic you're imagining.
Pepe es la clave.
Harnessing the pathos of a fan-streamer relationship gone wrong, Peepo, a poorly drawn version of Pepe, stands in for the every fan. And though the storyline is constructed, it still made a big impact on Twitch.
This is such a masterpiece. Seriously, this is... Whoever this person is, they're a gift to this community. I would die for this frog. I would too.
Like a few people cried, which I don't know what to make of that because it's
Aún están las etiquetas de análisis narrativo visual y furry, ya lo sé.
Or 2 or 3 videos of people like crying.
Y no tengo pensado quitarlas.
So those ones are come to mind, and also Tyler 1. His reaction was the most, I guess, unexpected to me, because, like, I'd expect him... Well, he kind of does, like, go with his persona, I guess.
I would never treat you guys like this. Ever. Oh, you got a vid!
And honestly, that's where Pepe is today. There will always be people who will use any widely recognized symbol for ill, whether they claim they're joking or not. But the truth is that Twitch and the internet have reclaimed Pepe.
Just like Pepe was originally like unassuming and then turned into something mean, but then was reappropriated both by the creator itself, but then also by people on Twitch.
And while he will remain banned in some places, in others he continues to help do what he always did. Express the feelings that seem so difficult.
Te reto a ver un vídeo triste sin llorar. ¿Aceptas? Me tengo que cerrar stream ahora. Ya, si no, otro día.
Feels good, man.
Feels good, man.
Thanks for watching.
¡Buah! Me ha encantado. Me ha encantado este... ¡Dios! Muy interesante, la verdad. Tenéis el vídeo abajo en la descripción para poder ver los mismos, porque, ostras, está muy, pero que muy bueno. Lo recomiendo mucho verlo a los que, bueno, lo habéis visto aquí. Ya no sé para qué lo digo esto.